Okay, hello everybody. Today we are finally going to be playing Elite Dangerous after several weeks of streaming Elite 2. It's time to check out the modern version of the game. So, oops, I am here on a station, and this is not going to be any kind of attempt to explain all of the systems in Elite Dangerous or anything like that. This is really just going to be me doing some different things and trying to get back into the swing of the game. So, you can see right now I am at Ali Hub. Not really sure where that is. It's probably been a year or maybe more since I've played. We look here, our navigation, and look at the galaxy map. Yeah, I've bookmarked some places, but I don't really know exactly where those things are. It's like we have the ability to look at our routes, and probably the best thing to do, that's kind of neat. They've added so many things to this game since the last time I played that really make it a lot better. A lot of these changes happened with the Horizon expansion, which I guess came out in 2017, maybe? Anyway, maybe the best thing to do... Hey, Michael. That's right. It's Elite time, and I was actually able to log in today, unlike yesterday when the servers were overloaded. So, maybe the best thing to do is just take a job. If I look at... Okay, not much info there. Gotta remember how to see my ship's inventory. I already have anything in here. So maybe if we go to Starport Services and follow me. What is that? I'm using a combination of a PS4 controller and the keyboard. Also, there actually is a way to kind of see yourself here, which is kind of neat, although this is one of these games that you never actually look at yourself unless you need to. B and D-pad right. Alright, so let's get out of here. Oops. Oh, yeah. And leave this. And see B. I don't know. My controls are not normal. So whatever is the default is not going to work for me. However, I think if I go at... Yeah, I used to have a HOTAS, but the thing was so bulky and I didn't really have a good place to put it. And I found that I played more often if I could just use what I already had set up. Let's look at outfitting. Necronom, that's very true. However, when this game first came out, which is when I played most of this game, that was definitely not the case. There were no pictures that went along with anything. And then they realized that was dumb, and then they changed it. Let's go to the mission board. Okay. I can mine. Liberate one bootleg liquor. Okay. So this is, these are all things I don't want to do. Good. Okay, and can we... Okay, it doesn't look like I meet the minimum reputation to do anything. And it's possible that I don't have any transport. Yeah, this seems crazy that I can't see. Like, okay, here's one side, and here's the other side. Oh, there we go, 4. All right. All right, inventory. I've just got some limpets, which I have no idea what I was doing with those last time I played. Oh, thank you, Michael. I'll change that. Hey, Pixels, how's it going, man? Okay, so maybe what the best thing to do would be to let all of you guys decide what we do, because we could literally do anything here. I have a mining laser. We can mine. I have, you know, we can run some cargo. We can do some trading. What do you guys want to do today, this afternoon? I've got about an hour to stream. I figure we can make this a group project. Well, Chris, maybe what we can do is we can look and see at I know that there is a there's some sort of a website that tells you what is you know, how you can make the biggest money doing doing trading. Let's see here. We go back to the front. Right, so we are in Rana. My location, Rana. Okay. And find loops. I'm using this right now, Chris. Oh boy. So we can go to the Russell Hub, which is in Sitakpa, and then go from there to the Wislaw port. So let's try and see if we can find the Russell Hub. Yeah, I'm playing a solo in the solo realm right now. So Michael, even if you wanted to join me, you wouldn't be able to. I was having issues still with connecting with the normal server today. So at any rate, let's see. Maybe let's look and see what scrap is going for right now. Looks like there is no scrap available at the oops, I didn't mean to trigger my chat there. Okay, so let's just be bound for the Russell Hub. Let's sounds like a good way to go. So get out of here and go to here, and let's go to our it doesn't appear like it's anywhere near here. Hey, Picard 2005, how's it going, man? Yes, we're finally in. Oh, there's the Westcott. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I need the Russell Hub. All right, let's go to the galaxy map and search for it. And we need to go to SIT AT or AK APA. Man, that's far away. Maybe it's not that far away. I don't really understand how these things work. So if we target that, and then we route. Yes, I would like to select this location. Oh, I see. We actually have to go to the Russell Hub. Did I misspell it? I did. Okay. Doesn't exactly make sense, but that's okay. Let's go there just to do something. So, we've targeted it. Let's route it. Let's go economical route. Back. Okay, so we should be in good shape. Oops. Let's get out of here. How are the sound levels? Everything okay? Do I need to crank up the game sound at all? Okay, so now something that is already starting to bug me, or that might be an issue. Oh, I clicked out of the window. Okay. Can't hear the game. All right, we'll crank it up. How's that? Is that better? I mean, there's not a whole lot of, oops. I clicked back in the window. So, as I said before, I'm using a PS4 controller. And I've got buttons mapped in my special way that I'm sure would not make sense to anybody else, but that makes sense to me. Oh boy. Always a little unnerving leaving a station. Okay. So now we just need to get out of here far enough away that we can make our jump. I have not, Pixels. To be honest with you, I enjoy pushing buttons. And so being able to go fire, 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 or whatever. Oh, custom voice packs the other way. I'm sorry. Yeah, I totally misunderstood you. I was thinking about voice control. I have not, and that does appeal to me. Which ones would you recommend? Get ourselves here. Oh, I'm speeding. Still speeding. John Delancey. I'm going to admit my ignorance. I have no idea who that is. Okay, so I guess we're not mass locked anymore. So I think that we're okay to jump, right? No. Exceeds the drive fuel limit of 250 tons. Jump exceeds drive fuel use limit. Where's my fuel? I've got a full tank of gas. Oh, that sounds really awesome. I would love to have the Shatner one. Oops. I don't need to. Put those away, please.
You are in a no-fire zone.
Yep.
Retract weapons immediately.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know how to put my hard points away. I thought it was H. It's not. Hold on. Option. Oh, it's U. Weird. Okay. There we go. Okay. Jump exceeds drive fuel. Why would it?
Way ahead is clear. Have a safe flight, Commander.
Why would it? That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, let's go back to our map. Yeah, it is really good. You're right about that. Oh, maybe I just forgot to hit plot route. That was probably the issue. Oh, here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
So this is a new thing too. They give you this little screen up here that tells you about the kind of system you're jumping to. That didn't used to be there.
Ready to engage.
That's a long way, Picard.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I never noticed that, Paul. So now we're just going to be doing
Scan complete.
several jumps here. That's good. Maybe I'll get some money for doing that scan real quick.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh yeah, Pixels, you're absolutely right. I mean, this, in terms of economic value of this game, I mean, I paid full price for this game. This might have been the last full price game that I've bought, and it's been worth it. I mean, not to mention the little I did mess around with it in VR. I plan on, like I told people in the stream the other day, I plan on getting back into VR, and when I do, I'll get back to that. But I do enjoy, especially not having a more expensive HOTAS where I can literally map everything to buttons. It made it really hard to play in VR, just because like I have to still use the keyboard for everything.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I can't remember what kind of ship I have. I guess I can't look at it now while we're in frame shift. Oops. Make our way to our destination.
Frameshift drive charging.
know why it's telling me to slow down. Is that what this is? Like I said, it's been so long since I played. I knew that I did upgrade my ship at some point. And this game is the ultimate time suck too. Ooh, unexplored. Let's slow it on down. Okay. Now, let's look and see what I have for my scanning thing. Let's see, detailed service scan. Mouse 3. Maybe that is not what I need. That's all right. Hey Pishbot, I have had a nice day off. This is one of these days off where I'm not really sure why we had a day off, but I'm always glad to get it. Okay, I'm going no miles an hour, which is why I can't steer very well.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Picard, and I have tons of friends that play this a lot.
Ready to engage.
But the thing is, I mean, this game is all about the grind. Like, if I automatically had all the money in the world, then I don't know if I'd have a reason to play anymore. Like, I sort of enjoy the slowness of it. It's like playing SimCity with the money code. You start to have this existential crisis of like, what am I doing here? When the alien artifact stuff was going on and you could do all those runs and stuff like that, I thought that was really cool. However, that was during the period of time that I wasn't playing the game and I was just reading about it. That is awesome, Necronom. It's like I'm surprised that they didn't license that, you know, for the landing sequence. Of course, it doesn't really fit. That Elite 2 is so much more of a playful game than this is. This is so serious to its fault.
Frameshift drive charging.
As you can see, I'm still in my sleepwear. It's been a very lazy day here in the Schaller household.
Ready to engage. 3, 2.
I did make some awesome miso ramen. I got some miso paste for the first time. Been playing around with some recipes with that, and kind of mixed some Korean and Japanese. Put some gochujang, some Korean chili paste, and miso together to make a nice spicy broth. Very good. Plays every time you dock an Elite Dangerous, Necronom? Not in my experience. Maybe I've got something wrong, but I've never had that happen before.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never bought a docking computer. I dock the old-fashioned way.
Ready to engage.
Speaking of which, we are going to be docking very soon.
2, 1.
I disagree, Chris. I found docking to be much, much easier in Elite 2. There's no, because it's all mouse, I was able to, and you don't really have to land. You just kind of have to kind of put yourself in the general vicinity, and then it takes over. Been very lucky. They haven't put my waypoint behind a planet since I started doing this. I don't think that the Blue Danube is under copyright protection anymore. It is, I think it is public domain. I think Strauss, almost certain he composed over 100 years ago. It is a hassle, but it kind of reminds me that I'm actually playing and not just, you know, pushing buttons. But if I had a really expensive ship and it was precarious, then I might invest in one. As it is now, I've still got, I guess, a Cobra Mark II. Yeah, of course, another reason why VR is it's awesome for all the ways that you would think, but it's not awesome because if you want to run an external website that helps you with trading, or if you want to stream the game, then you know you could. Gary, I'm pretty sure they used it in this game because it's the it's from it was a nod from oh, what's it called, 2001. When they were showing the space station in 2001.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, with Lemmings for sure. Although Lemmings, they did put interesting variations on all those old tunes. But like if I was in VR right now, I couldn't be talking to you guys, and that would suck.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, now I knew it would happen sooner or later. They've put my destination's on the other side of the planet, so I've got to fly around it. And my normal move is that I want to fly too close to the sun, and then I die. So we'll try and avoid that. Oh, in the original version, I see, Gary. Yeah, that was the first thing. I just thought of 2001 immediately but I never even knew it was in this version. I heard silence when I was docking here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Still got plenty of fuel. I wonder if there's a way. Well, I always think of these things when I'm in between jumps and I can't access anything. But we do have to fly around this planet. 10 more jumps to Walka. I'm not sure exactly how that worked. You know, why that was suggested to me, because it seems kind of far away, but that's all right. We are playing Elite. That's the important thing. So does everybody in here have this game? That's interesting. Necronom, have you noticed? I know that Picard was talking about a bunch of griefing on the PS4 platform. You know, not being able to do a whole lot without people just destroying you. Have you noticed that too? Hishbot, that's a good question. It depends on how much piloting a spaceship appeals to you. Like, if you think it's a cool thing to want to have, you know, it's a laughable term to call a realistic spaceship flight, you know, because this is obviously fiction. But if that idea appeals to you and you like the idea of space exploration, then I would say it is worth the learning curve. But if this type of game isn't something that appeals to you, it won't be worth it. You know, I really like the idea of, you know, just being out in the open and having a totally free-form sandbox experience. That sucks, Necronom. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did have to watch some videos on how to do various things, Gary. It was definitely, but I mean, to me, playing this game really helped me play Elite 2. It allowed me to grasp. That's why I wonder, it'll be interesting for me to see how Aaron is able to catch on to Elite 2, because he'll be even more lost than I was. At least I was able to make some connections between the two games. It's a different kind of game, Stuart. You know, Elite is everything is focused on the community in Elite. You know, everything from the from your, you know, the economics and everything like that. This is much more enjoyable playing solo, and you don't have to depend on the community. It definitely has a learning curve less steep than Eve. I remember reading there, and of course this has literally been 10 years ago, so it's probably better now. But it was like this thread on Ars Technica where it was like, okay, if you're going to start out on Eve Online, you're going to be screwed unless you follow these 10 steps when you're rolling your character and all this stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely intense. And of course, this is more of a simulation as far as the flight goes. But there are certain things about Eve that really excite me too. Just like so many things in gaming, I like the idea of EVE Online more than the actual playing of EVE Online. Like, I love reading about the stories of the sabotage and all the stuff that goes on, the seedy underbelly. Just fly around this planet real quick. Or this sun. And we should be able to sell this data once we get to our location 2, which will give us some extra money. That was one of the best investments I made, was just like this passive scanner. That's true, Michael. I could see that. If you know, you're sitting there because there's a lot of downtime. What I would like to see is some sort of ultimate combination of Elite, No Man's Sky, and EVE Online. That's like the ultimate space game. If you could combine the best parts of all three of those, that would be amazing. Let's see if I can jump here if I have to go forward.
Drive charging.
Yeah, I'm going to try the original Elite eventually. I actually was going to give it a go on the SNES Mini last night because I put it on there, but it was showing up as a PAL version, so I was missing you know, the bottom third of the screen. So I guess I'll have to play it on an emulator with NES and PAL mode, since it only got a European release. Yeah, I don't know how much of that original story, Paul, you would probably know more than me. Do they consider all of the storyline of the previous games canon in Elite Dangerous?
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm also surprised that I've not been stopped, or I've not been interdicted, which is like the Elite word for like being attacked in the middle of a jump. I must be going through a pretty safe sector of space. I'm just gonna fly over the top of this planet. Yeah, maybe that's the version I should play rather than the Amiga version, Gary, since it is. That was the original, right? Hey, Matthew. Michael, you're just a filthy space pirate is what you are. People trying to play in peace, you pulling them out of warp. How are you, Matthew? I'm sure this is like a really loud sound. My wife laughs at this. This is my favorite drinking vessel of all time, but it does like, you get some like sensory feedback when you slurp out of there. Thank you, thank you. I'll tell Eep about that. I was very surprised that she played video games with me for an hour on that stream the other night. That is the longest we've ever had any sort of video game interaction in our 7+ years of marriage. So maybe she'll join me again. I wonder if there is a... oh, I thought you were talking about the warp drive. It would be cool to redo the warp drive to make the Gamble Train sound, which I'm not really sure what the Gamble Train sound is. Maybe we should decide on what that is. But you're right, Pishpot. Pishpot, are you still cycling? Now, the Acorn Archimedes, that any longtime listeners of Amigos know that that is my dream machine. I would love to have an Acorn Archimedes. All right, Chris, have a good evening, man. You probably won't see me online again until any live streaming that I might do in Ireland. So thanks again for the whiskey in advance. Oh, and we've made it. This is it. This is the last jump. That's amazing, Pishbot. You must look like Rocky Balboa. That's really cool, Paul. That's fine, Gary. You don't need to part with your Archimedes. It's too important. But we appreciate the thought. Maybe I'll be able to play with one. I don't know why anyone would bring one to Amiga Ireland. But. Okay, we are here. So now we just need to go to here and target the Russell Hub. So the Russell Hub is a outdoor, this is going to be a platform landing, which is unique to Elite Dangerous. I haven't seen any of these in Elite 2. You actually have to land on a landing platform. Now, we need to get our speed down. We are very close to passing this thing by. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna have to circle back around. I forgot my hotkey to kill the engine. I thought it was 0, but that just, that was not it. Okay, so here is the thing about Elite Dangerous. If you're unfamiliar, the 2 bars you see, the distance and speed bars, you have to wait until both of those are in the blue before it will let you jump out of Super Cruise. And as long as you keep your throttle within that blue space, you should be okay. Now that sounds simple, but it took me a long time to really get the hang of it. So of course this is the moon that we're circling around. Oh boy, it's on the other side of that moon. And that's why you've got to be careful. If I would have kept on going, I would have run right into that planet because the space station is on the other side of that moon. So we got to circle around here. There we go. our distance is still pretty far away. Not letting me, oh, I've clicked out of the window. Yeah, this would be cool on a huge wraparound monitor. You can look online, and people have created amazing full room cockpits for Elite. And if you're really into the game and you've got the space, there's nothing like it. I think it's even better than having it in VR. So we'll jump out of Super Cruise. I think the music's fine. I think it's very unobtrusive. I think the soundtrack in this game is excellent. Like somebody was saying at the beginning of the stream, the sound design in this game is incredible. Okay, so here we are as we approach the Russell hub. I think I can see our platform there. I really need to... I don't want my throttle to be this particular thing on the stick because it's easy to accidentally throttle up, but that's okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to be landing... Oh, speaking of which, we need to request permission to land.
Docking request granted.
Okay. And I think up there in the upper right, that may be where... Oh, can we see it on the thing here? No, it's not lit up on our 3D model. So we just gotta find it. Yeah, I've done just a little bit of the SRV stuff, but not a whole lot. Okay, that thing that I thought we were landing on is actually a sign. Yeah, the dot in the radar does point to it, you're right. It's just finding exactly where that is on the 3D space of this thing. And I don't have a way... Okay. It's like this is tilt, but it's also throttle up, which is not what you want. I'm just gonna go up and come back around here. So if I put this dot, oops, going the wrong way. If I put this dot right in the middle and then just kill my engine and do a 180. It should put us right on the money. I haven't. Oh, actually, I take it back. I have done that and I did not mean to. So I've got like 87 different things mapped to this left stick. Not ideal. Okay, we're going to go over and start using our thrusters anyway. So proceed to landing pad 1. Now I'm using my alternate means of locomotion, the thrusters, which make things a lot easier. That's quite hilarious, Paul. Got the landing gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
And as always, I believe that I might be coming in. Yes, I am. I'm coming in backwards. That is something that I excel at. So we'll just do the long... Actually, you know what? We'll just head out straight and then come about. Yeah. We'll just come out this way and we'll We'll approach from the other side. Long, slow turn. Oops. Okay. Now we're in business. So let's kill our engine. Or kill the throttle. And then only use the thrusters. Hey, get out of my way. That's a good question, Gary. I look forward to hearing how he progresses with it. I know that he did not play Elite Dangerous. Brent, however, played a ton of Elite Dangerous, but not Aaron, so I'll be interested to hearing his thoughts. He has a lot more patience for dungeon crawlers. Like, you know, we're playing Dungeon Master this week, and that is his type of game versus I have no patience for games like that. I think they've aged incredibly poorly. So I'm probably not the right person to review this game, which is good because I'll be in Amigos Ireland. Oops. So we're just going to get right here, and then we're going to land. And a little bit more, and boom.
Engines disengaged.
Okay, so what are we here for again? Let's find out. So we are here to buy we can buy scrap for 86 a piece and sell it for 799 a piece. That's pretty good. Let's try that. Let's enter the hangar. I know we don't have to do this, but I mean, we went all this way. I think they should make you enter the hangar no matter what. One of the things this game needs, of course, Pishbot, if you're wondering, if you're thinking about buying it, is you do need a graphics card of some power to run it. You don't have to have a 2080 or anything like that, but you do need to have probably like a 2 gig graphics card. Well, you're good. You don't need anything else. Pishbot, you're set. I've got a very old 980 Ti that I bought secondhand. Hey Ricky, how's it going, man? Okay, so now it's time to buy some scrap. Actually, now that we're here, let's just check out what we've got going on. So let's look at our thing over here and inventory. This is a lot of stuff that I don't know what it is. I guess there might be crafting or something like that in this game, and you can level up different things, which is great. You know, it's adding more game to the game. Yeah, Picard, thank you. That was something that was not there at the beginning. So, you know, I don't want to kill Elite Dangerous and say it's not really a game, because they've done a lot to really make it a game. Now, let's see. Okay, I was just curious. It looks like... Do I not have any room for passengers? Is that something that I have to buy, like Elite 2? If I want to buy a like a crew cabin, or if I want to transport people from place to place? Yeah, cabins. Okay, doesn't look like I've got quite a few modules here, which is neat. Okay, but anyway, we're here for scrap. We traveled halfway across the galaxy. And okay. There you go. Necronom, there's your Theragoid something. Okay, scrap. So the scrap price is higher than it said. Here it says that you can buy for 86 versus 151, but the sell price on at Wissoff Port where we're going, hopefully it will be just as high anyway. And then once we get to Esoff Port, man, then we can buy. Well, we can see what else is there. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at, Picard. I'm looking at eddb.io. Maybe what we should do is look at Russell Hub. And is there a way? Okay. Yeah, it looks like scrap is going to be our biggest money maker. And then going to this other place, Adanitis. So. You never know, Paul. Maybe they're out there. Okay, so let's go ahead and buy. Okay, so I've got. And buy 22. And for that.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay. And then we probably should refuel while we're here. Oh. Okay. Well, this is good. Select your bonus from an authority contact. You can find them in any station. All right. So let's go here. Maybe this is a hub, not a station. That's why. So we'll wait for another day for that. Stations menu and contacts. Yeah. That's what I'm looking at, right? Oh, and then Russell Hub. Nope. Okay. So no, Pishbot, it doesn't. To its everlasting shame. You're stuck. If you don't like orange, you're out of luck. At least as far as I know. I could be wrong. But that I did a little research. That's one of the big things that people are still wanting. Okay. How? Tell me. I want to change the color. I'm on PC, Picard. I was just trying to get some people to come out of the woodwork like my chicken not raw. I knew you could change the color. Yes, absolutely I did. Let's see. Set our port to Adantis. I did this last time with softport. Interesting. That doesn't appear in our search. WISOFF. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm not one to mess around with INI files. WISOFF. Oh my gosh. That seems very far away. Okay, it worked that way. Route unavailable. Well, we got other options. How about HU or South City? Nope. Okay. Be Clark Holdings. I don't know, Ricky. I have an i7 4970K, I think. Okay, we can go here. How many jumps is that? What if we do this? Seems to be, yeah, that is many fewer jumps. So let's do that. I'll have to check that out, Pixels. Oh yeah, only 7 jumps. Okay. All right, and then once we do this, then we'll see about upgrading our ship and doing some, trying some, a bounty hunting mission. You should be fine, Ricky. I was running this game fine with a 2 gig graphics card when I first bought this PC. All right, and I'm going to run to the restroom real quick, so I shall return. All right. So Pixels has posted in the chat a modifier for the PC version. Okay. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and turn in some cartography data. Look at this. We're going to make mad money. Did we just make? We just made 179,000. We've dwarfed whatever we're going to make selling this scrap. But just like all, you know, you got to set goals for yourself. So even though we just made, you know, 200,000 credits by just selling some cartographic information, we're still going to do our little trading thing too. So. What? Do they not have fuel on this? Well, this could put a snag in our plans. Okay, well, that's all right. Hey Duncan. Yes, was able to log in. As I said before, I was having trouble logging into the wider Elite world, but I was able to log into a solo game, which is fine. I don't have to worry about being blown up by a random guy. So I have to worry about being blown up by the computer. Okay, so since we can't fuel here, and we are running low, we need to make a slight detour, and we might need to go over to Gregory City to fuel up. Can I get information about this? Let's see. If I go to the system map, probably. Yeah, you're not kidding, Pixels. Oops. Wait a minute. Yeah, looks like Gregory City is where we need to go. Route unavailable. Why? Strange. Okay. That's impressive, Necronom. I am not anything in anything. It's just like life, baby. Okay. Earn the service. So this will be good anyway. You can see what landing on a elite style kind of geometric shaped thing is like, which is an experience like none other in this game. For those of you that aren't familiar with Elite Dangerous. Whoa, boy. Forgot how to fly. Thanks, Fishbutt. Okay. Go straight up. Oh, yeah. Now is the time. Actually, we need to leave the vicinity of the ship so we don't get Shot down. Oh, we need to not be speeding. Landing gear up. Okay. And we're still mass locked, so we'll wait until we are no longer mass locked. And then we will redo our controls. Okay. Yeah. That is the way it works. Okay. So increase throttle. We just need to clear that. That is the... See, I don't know why it's telling me. Maybe I have to do it this way too. Yeah, set speed to 0. I pushed 0 and it took me to 100%, so I don't know what's up with that. Jason, I'm not sure if you're ever going to get to the good stuff. No, I've just been running some trading missions, or not really missions, but just kind of doing some trading. Right now, I've got to figure out... What am I looking for here, guys? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Should probably make 0, 100, and 0 space. That's a good idea. What is the thing that controls my systems with the 3 pips? What is that under? I need to set that to not make my joystick do that. Not there. Power management? Yeah, it's power management. But I don't know what that's under. Interface mode. Nope. Miscellaneous. Yeah. So, for some reason, it must have to do with the fact that the PS4 controller is not completely compatible with the PC version of this game. That it thinks that the stick, the up arrow on the stick is mapped to the up arrow on the thing. Yeah, I'm running DS for Windows now, but it doesn't. Yeah, so like they're all mapped together because it says left joy POV up. Because normally, as you may or may not know, the PS4 stick, the D-pad is the hat switch, but there's no hat switch. It's either POV 1 up. Let's just see what this does. So up on the left D-pad is the negative joy y-axis plus R arrow. So it's just a mess. I should be playing with the 360 controller. That's the long and short of it. But I don't have one right now. In fact, I think the one that I have doesn't work very well. So that's unfortunate. For right now, why don't we just use some random keys? So why don't we use divert power to engines, insert weapons and systems, balance power distribution. That will at least not make things so annoying. Okay, we should be good now. As good as we're ever going to be. Yeah, Jason, if you haven't played this in a while, this is a good time to get back into it because as several of us have been saying, they've added a ton of new stuff. Look at that. I'm no longer redoing things. So let's go ahead and divert power to engines. Oh, that's not how we do it. Something like that. And let's go ahead and jump to Gregory City.
Frameshift drive charging.
Can you move to right column and map something else as well? I'm not sure what you mean, Michael. Oh. That's awesome, Pixels. I can't wait to see your wardrobe. I'm wondering how many Amigos shirts we'll see at Amiga Ireland. I want to bring our staff and supporters shirt. And the old school. Actually, I'll bring both old school staff and supporter, or the old one and the new one. The old one is the limited edition wrong color edition that I made. The wrong shade of blue. The only was available to purchase by me when I was testing it out. So. Sorry, Paul. So you can speed up here and get there a little quicker, but not really a whole lot. I guess I could speed up a little bit. That's right, it's limited edition, short packed, etc. Yeah, we messed up. We messed up. Kill the engine. We're gonna miss it. Bye-bye, Gregory City. You know, we could make next if we do this again in the future, or you know, maybe we could make it a group challenge. I know I could stand to lose a few pounds as well. There we go. Okay. I mean, this is just beautiful. You know, anytime you're coming into a planet and you see like the comets and stuff, it's really great. Yeah, that's true. Especially if you've got a ship with an open cockpit, you know, above you, so you just get more vertical view. I agree 100% with that, Pixels. Okay.
Bravo Oscar Alpha. Welcome to this Imperial station. Please submit a docking request.
So one thing, in Picard, I don't know if you know of a way to do this. I do have to, I believe. This is not where the entrance is. It's on the other side. There's no way to get an external view of your ship, right? That was one of the great things about Elite 2, is that during these kind of sequences you can see your ship in relation to the mass of objects around you. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it would be good for docking. I read that it was F12 on Reddit, but it's not working for me. I'm pushing F12 and nothing's going on, so. Unless, yeah, because I wouldn't have remapped F12 to anything. So we'll just fly out this way for a little bit, and then we'll circle around. I guess you don't have any control over your ship when you are when you're in that mode. Here we are, Gregory City. So we'll come way down. Get ourselves lined up here, and then we'll just use the thrust. Seem to have lost my forward thrust. Let's go get it. I seem to have lost the ability to press escape to get to the controls. Oh, okay. Okay. Sometimes I think there's weirdness with the PS4 controller, like where yeah, because I'm controlling my mouse on my secondary monitor every time I move the right stick. So I don't know if it's because I'm playing in windowed mode or what, but that is not normal. Oh, I need to request permission to dock anyway, so it's probably a good thing that we got hung up here.
Permission has been approved. Please set down at bay 4-3.
Control-Alt-Space. Thank you. Let's look at that real quick. Control-Alt-Space. Maybe because I have space mapped to, I don't know. I got nothing. Like I said, maybe it's just because, you know, I'm playing in a windowed mode instead of full screen, or what, but it is a strange sensation to see me moving the right stick to barrel roll or to roll, and to see my mouse fly across my other monitor. And also my upward thrust is no longer working. Let's... So free camera. Nope. Toggle HUD. Camera suite. Left. Oh. So I was using the wrong Control-Alt. I was using the right. So, you were right, Michael. We'll try that out momentarily, but for right now I need to go to flights, thrust, and thrust up, thrust forward. There we go. Now we're good to go. All right, here we go. Control-Alt-Space. Yeah, awesome. And moving around. I guess I haven't mapped that to anything. I'd like to map that to my mouse if I could. Hold on. The numpad stuff. Okay, cool. Free camera. No. The enter free camera mode from position of current camera view. I'm not sure if that's exactly what I want or not. Maybe it is. So, I'm running out of spaces on my keyboard here. We'll do pause and break, or whatever that is. Okay.
Cargo scoop retracted. Cargo scoop deployed.
Okay, that's cool. Now, can I want to be able to, like, you know, rotate and stuff like that. Is that possible? Oh, that's cool. Hey, it's me. I look awesome. So enter free camera, I just have to bind that. What can I bind that to? Okay, we'll bind it to that. Okay, and well, nope, that's just the HUD. I'm missing the thing. Enable keys under the camera suite. Thank you, Paul. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, shoot. Toggle ship camera suite. Enter free camera. Okay. We'll do numlock. Okay. So now we've entered free camera. And now we've got to do all this other stuff. Why can't they just give me the mouse? Just let me use the mouse. Okay.
Scan detected.
So this would be, oh, you know what? Ah, shoot. Let's exit. Okay. We still got 4 minutes. I wonder if I could do mouse 2, mouse 1. This is guaranteed to not work. Move access for lift access. Okay. This is something that we're not going to mess with because it's too much. So one more time, you can go to the free camera view. Okay, and we can move around. No, we're not moving around. We are, there we go, numlock. Okay. And you can do the cool stuff. I just have to mess with that, and I don't want to do that right now. But that's awesome. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it would have been nice if they would have done that, but they didn't. So, yeah, you're right. I should be playing with an Xbox controller. Okay, but we leave this now. Goodbye. And now it's time to land at Gregory City.
Maintain your current heading, Commander. Ground crew are awaiting your arrival.
Oh. So using your thrusters to do this is infinitely easier than using your throttle. If you have not played this before, just a word of advice.
Decrease speed immediately.
Eat up, Pishbot. That sounds great. Okay. And luckily we are already spun the right direction. So we should be able to land. No problem. Thank you, computer.
Landing gear deployed.
All right. So let's get some fuel and then get out of here.
You have docked safely. Initiate shutdown sequence.
We thank the commanders for not obstructing our facilities' air.
Okay. All that work, and now it's time to go.
Your ship is now detached. Please exit the station at your earliest convenience.
Once your vessel has been authorized for entry,
All right.
Landing gear retracted.
I don't know how my cargo scoop got deployed. Oh, that's chat. Let's go ahead and set our next target, which is Clark Holdings. Back in the window. Ah, how do I get out of the chat? Nope. Somebody assist me with how to exit the chat window. Because I can't do anything until I can get out of there. Grab. Ah, yes, thank you, Pixels.
You are free of the restricted zone. We wish you well on your journey.
Okay, let's figure out what I've got mapped to the cargo scoop. Elite, the game where you configure your controls a whole bunch. Okay. Home, which I already had, is something else. So. Okay, now we're good to go. Now we can create our new destination. That's true, Pixels. That's true. You're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, so it looks like I'm still targeting the right place. I don't know if that's the right place or not. That doesn't seem like it's the right station. Let's go back to our galaxy map. Okay, so I guess I can't jump directly there. I can jump directly there. What are we doing here? Okay. All right, we're ready to go.
Cannot comply.
Yeah. What? Okay.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know if it's going to let me jump this close to the ship here, or this close to the station.
Ready to engage.
I guess it's going to.
3, 2, 1.
What I'd love to have is, you know, in addition to the HOTAS, really just expand upon that with like custom buttons, just a whole layout with everything. That would be super sweet.
Frameshift drive charging.
It would be, I mean, it wouldn't be that difficult to make. I mean, if you bought just some arcade buttons and like an iPack, you could really do it. But again, it would be, I would be committing my life to Elite at that point. And it's, so Pixels, you mentioned that, I can't remember if you said that have you been to Ireland before? That's very true, Pixels. In fact, I want to say that there is some sort of an Android app you can use to do that. Have you been to Athlone before, Pixels? Have you been to Amiga Ireland before? Do you go every year?
Frameshift drive charging.
I'll never slow down. Yeah, if all keyboard computers were, I mean, if all keyboards were standardized, then an overlay would be super sweet. But I guess there's just too much variation these days. Yeah, this will be my first time ever on the Emerald Isle, so looking forward to it. Everybody that goes to Ireland from West Virginia thinks Ireland is the best place ever. Mostly it's because I think so many people in West Virginia are from Ireland. Originally.
Frameshift drive charging.
How about you, Jason? Have you been to Ireland before? Anybody else in the chat? Irish experience? Do we have any Irish people in the chat?
4, 3,
Oh, that's a shame, but it won't be a big deal. We'll be indoors most of the time, aside from a quick run to the pub when we drink our celebratory Chris Folds whiskey. Oh, that's great. That's awesome, Paul. Yeah, I'd like to see Northern Ireland home with Paul Harrington at some point in the future, too. That counts, Picard. It's like you're a native.
Frameshift drive charging.
I really like the way that this game handles fuel and frameshift jumping more than Elite 2, where Elite 2, all your jumps cost 1 ton, and then you've got like an additional fuel gauge that also is depleted with that same, I don't know, it just seems overly confusing, but maybe that was just the way they wanted to do it. Ireland, the Seattle of Europe.
Frameshift drive charging.
See you, Matthew. Thanks for stopping in. I need to, I'm bringing both a Motorola Android phone that I know for a fact is unlocked. And I'm also bringing my old iPhone, which claims to be unlocked, but I don't want to leave anything to chance. So I can contact Mr. Harrington for a ride from the Athlone bus stop. That's true. Very similar, the two shows. Everything I know about Ireland, I learned from Father Ted. And also my parish priest growing up who was from Ireland. All right.
Frameshift drive charging.
We're almost there. This is the last jump. Okay. So, now it's time to locate our station, which is Clark Holdings. I guess we can do that. Some different camera angles here. Our ship. Oh boy, that's actually controlling our ship. We don't want to do that. Forgot we're not in free camera mode. See ya, Pishbot. I look forward to your next musical endeavor. Make sure you send me a link to your SoundCloud. That's pretty awesome. Oh. We've traveled away from the mark here. Not really sure. It says shipping lane down there below. I'm not really sure what that is all about. Yeah, I know that that's true in theory, but I tend to always just mess it up, so I was just slow and steady. permission to land.
Docking request granted.
And around here. Looks like we have to approach from the other side. Where's that? No, we're good. Ah, slow down. Ah, I've lost control. Ah, on-screen keyboard. See, this is the freaking PS4. Can you guys see this? I have no idea what caused that. Oh my gosh. It's like the PS4 thing. Yeah. I keep like every time that I push a button, it like exits me from the window. I think maybe it's because it might be because I'm pressing the R3, like when you press in on the analog stick. Anyway, our ship bounces. It's all good. Yeah. Just a glancing blow to that space station. Nothing to be concerned about. Slowly I turn, inch by inch. Yeah, it's pushing the button that I'm actually supposed to be using to decelerate, which is not good. So close and so far away. Or this is how all the pros do it. This is a pretty ingenious thing, the way they give you this little holo computer. All right, so it's time to see if all of that was worth it. So we did spend a good amount of fuel getting there. Let's see what they're paying for scrap. So I think we paid $150 per. They're paying all to $744. Wow. No, they're selling it for that. What are they buying it for? Are they buying it for anything? Okay, they're buying it for, okay, I see. So yeah, 12,000. Not too bad, I guess. Oh boy. All right, guys. I said we were going to do combat today, but I feel fatigue, elite fatigue, and I've kept you guys for almost 2 hours. So I think we're gonna save our combat experience for after when I come back from Ireland. But are you guys up for me? I know that this is not a retro game. This is not our usual fare. Are you guys okay with me streaming this on the Amigos channel? You know, does it offend your sensibilities that it's not an old school game? All right. Paul's okay with it. So say you one, so say you all. It is a modern day remake, Paul, you're right. So next time, and thanks guys. Thanks for letting me. I just wanted to make sure. And maybe you guys can help me properly outfit my ship, because I do have a lot of money. I mean, I don't know if it's really a lot of money. It's all relative, but it feels like I've got a lot of money. And so maybe we can outfit my ship with some awesome weapons and armor, and then we can do some bounty hunting next time. So I will save my game. And I shall see you all again. For those of you that are going to be in Amiga Ireland, I shall see you there. For those of you that aren't, I will see you sometime next week. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you possibly with some live streams from Ireland. So anyway, thanks guys. Necronom, Michael, Gary, Duncan, Picard, Fishbot's already gone. Thank you guys. See you, Pixels. I'll see you, Pixels, in a couple days as we dominate the Amiga trivia game, or at least dominate running it. So, see you guys later. Out.